If you're watching this, it's probably because someone close to you has seen me present to them about how smartphones are affecting our kids and what we parents can do about it with the help of Waymate. I'd like to think I was so compelling that they forced you to listen to this recording. But whatever the reason you're here, I'm really glad for it because I might just have something in these next 7 minutes or so that will change your kid's life. This is just the abridged version, by the way. If you want more detail about anything you hear in this recording, I'm more than happy to present at your school or come back to a school I've already presented at. We are a non-for-profit movement and I'm a volunteer, so our only interest is to shift the social norms and create a phone-free childhood for our kids. One school at a time, one parent at a time, whatever it takes. So here goes the abridged version of my Waymate speech. My name is Emily, and I'm the South Australia lead for Waymate, a non-for-profit movement helping parents come together and hit pause on smartphones for their kids until at least high school. Did you know we are facing the least flourishing generation since records began? School results are down, mental health issues are skyrocketing, and as a species, we're struggling to nurture the next generation of adults. In Australia, 97% of adolescents own a personal screen-based device and spend about 4 to 7 hours a day on technology, which is amongst the highest in the world. So what is it about phones that is causing this crisis? Now, I go into great detail on this in my presentation, but here is the summary for you now. Smartphones are changing kids' ability to pay attention. Smartphones are addictive and readily available. Smartphones are depleting our kids' sleep. Smartphones are decreasing academic performance. Smartphones are contributing to social decline. Smartphones are increasing the potential for bullying. Smartphones are exposing kids to harmful content, and smartphones are allowing access to predators. The overwhelming challenge we face with smartphones is that the negative effects are coming from every direction. The device itself with its blue light, the addictive apps loaded onto it, the people it can expose you to, and the sheer amount of time it takes away from life. And all while their brains are underdeveloped and right as they're being wired for life. How on earth are we meant to handle and tackle this as parents? Well, I'm very proud to report that South Australia is actually leading the way in regulating our kids' exposure to smartphones and social media. In 2023, Term 3, a ban on phones in public schools. 2024, October, Social Media Summit in SA and New South Wales. 2024, November, illegal for under 16s to use social media platforms. And the last bit of research to come out actually puts me out of a job and I couldn't be happier. In July 2025, a major global study featured in the Journal of Human Development and Capabilities found that individuals who received their first smartphone before age 13 are significantly more likely to experience suicidal thoughts, poor sleep, low self-worth, emotional instability, and strained family relationships. So how does Waymate help? Waymate is a non-for-profit movement empowering parents to hit pause on smartphones for their kids until at least high school. The founders are 5 concerned parents who have come from a great mix of backgrounds to nurture this movement. They have all had a lot of support and coverage from the media as well. So how does it work? I promise you this is simple. Sign your name online to show your commitment to a phone-free childhood. That's it. Let me get into the detail for you now. Go to waymate.org.au, enter your name, email address and phone number. You can add more parents or guardians if you want, and this info is never shared publicly. You then enter your child's first name and last initial and select their school and year level from a drop-down box. You can see we collect minimal data on kids. You then choose what age you'd like to delay smartphones until, year 7, 8, 9 or 10. So when 10 people in your particular year level at your school commit, it unlocks a community via email. You'll be emailed a list of the kid's first name and last initials, and if you reply to that email, you reach everyone who has committed. Each month, as new people commit, you'll get an email with the new members of your group. So how does this help? In short, it decreases peer pressure. I think this is so powerful, and it really is the key to this movement. As children grow, They notice differences and want what friends have to fit in and feel accepted. This is especially true in middle childhood when fitting in is crucial. The desire for phones mainly comes from seeing peers with them. Okay, so I'm running out of time here. The rest of my speech would go on to talk about alternatives to smartphones, what it might look like to take away a phone from a child that already has one, and most importantly, I talk about what we're going to do with those 4 to 7 hours on average our kids would be spending on technology if they had it. This is where the phenomenal research of Jonathan Haidt and his book, The Anxious Generation, comes into it, and I reference this book and suggestions. But before I go, I want to leave you with this thought. Remember when seatbelts weren't compulsory or bike helmets weren't a thing? Now we know how important they are for physical safety. I want us to look back in a few years and see kids being glued to phones as just a bad memory, because now we know how important it is for their mental safety. So let's band together with WaitMate, shift the social norms, and let our kids be kids for longer.